Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have Pastor Paul Finley here from Lutheran Church of the Cross. Well, welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Lisa. Thanks for having me back again.
You're welcome. And we were talking all about your sweater, and I love the fact that it's from Norway.
Yeah, this is my Norwegian Christmas sweater. It's great this time of the year to be able to pull it out, and thankfully the weather actually makes it quite comfortable to wear instead of keeping me too hot.
Yeah, well, come Christmas, you might have to take it off because it's going to be 75 degrees on Christmas Day.
My Minnesota relatives will be jealous.
They certainly will be. All right, so we've got a couple of things. You guys just had a luncheon that I know you guys were here last time promoting.
Right. Paul Krotzer from the Lutheran Heritage Club of the Laguna Woods and I were here a month ago promoting our Village Christmas Luncheon, which was a super event. We had 180 people attend, and we specifically reached out to many of the fellowship and social groups in the village because our goal as a church is to create community. And what better way to foster community than to get the other groups that are also sharing that same mission of building community together.
Right.
So I sat at a table with the Baha'i Club of the village and the head of the African American village club, and we had the village Democrats and Republicans represented, along with the other social groups like the car club and things. It just was great. We sang carols, we had wonderful food, and I got to tell a story about the real St. Nicholas, the origin of Santa Claus, and that was both informative and entertaining. So
I love it. That is so nice, and I'm so glad that it was such a success because you know you do that once a month, right?
We do. So we'll take a break over next week for the Christmas break, but resuming on Tuesday, January 3rd.
Oh, it's every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Okay.
We have lunch. $7, home-cooked meal, great fellowship. We sing a couple of songs, and we usually have some informational sharing going on. So we do look forward to that. After Christmas, come and let the fellowship continue at Lutheran Church of the Cross every Tuesday at 11.
You know, it's going to get too big. Then you might have to move it to a bigger location.
I'll gladly deal with that challenge when the time comes.
All right. Well, we've got some other things that are coming up. Of course, we have your Christmas services that will be this weekend. So let's go over those. Yeah.
Well, Christmas Eve is one of our biggest worship days of the year, and we have 4 special Christmas Eve services for the village at 2, 4, 6, and 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve.
Okay. And
we get to light candles and sing Silent Night and gather together as a family. You know, Christmas is all about coming home. And so our theme this year is coming home for the holidays, and we want to say welcome home at Lutheran Church of the Cross this Christmas.
You know, and that's so evident on your website. I went to your website, and I really like how everything is really very informative, like you said. You have your Christmas services on there, you have your regular services on there, and then all of the information about some of the missions that you guys are doing.
We've had a special missions focus for the month of December on an outreach that our church started called Lutheran Youth Impact El Salvador. This summer, Paul Krotzer and I, who was here last month with me, we went on a mission trip to El Salvador, and we were so touched and inspired by what we experienced there to come back and want to pay forward a transformative ministry that will make a difference in that country for a generation to come.
Right.
We see poverty in that part of the world at a level greater than anything we can imagine here in the United States. There has historically been systemic violence and corruption, and the only way that's going to change is if we empower the people who live there. We're outsiders coming in to give encouragement and an assist. We can't do it for them, the work that they need to reform their country, but we can encourage them and support them in doing that. And the greatest tool to reform culturally is education. And so in El Salvador, we are sponsoring young adults to go to college. Do you know?
Oh, that's great.
It only costs $1,500 a year to go to college in El Salvador.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice if that was here? Oh, my goodness.
$125 a month will send a young adult to college, and in 4 years, we're turning out the next generation of doctors, nurses, lawyers, social workers, pastors, who are staying put
Yeah.
Instead of fleeing the country, they're empowered to stay there
Good.
and transform the country for the
Yeah.
good. So we've raised $15,000 this month to support 10 students to go to college next year. And the more we raise, the more students we'll be able to support. You can find out more about Lutheran Youth Impact El Salvador on our church website, Lutheran Church of the Cross, lcotc.org.
Perfect, perfect. And then we're going to bring it back here locally. You have an event that's coming up for homeless persons here.
Yeah, tomorrow night, December 21st, the longest night of the year, the darkest day of the year.
That's right.
The winter solstice. And Lutheran Church of the Cross sponsors a homeless outreach ministry called Our Father's Table, directed by a wonderful woman, Gina Serial. And she is on the streets of South Orange County every day, finding people who are living without shelter, who are living without resources, and connecting them to resources. There's thousands of social service organizations in Orange County, literally thousands. A lot of the times that the people that need these resources don't know how to access them. So Our Father's Table is that go-between that connects the people to the resources in a holistic way. And yet another significant problem among the homeless of Orange County is that they're dying on the streets and they are forgotten. They have no family. No one remembers them. No one cries a tear at their loss. And so the nonprofit homeless outreaches of Orange County have come together to create this once-a-year interreligious memorial service to honor those who have passed away on the streets, some 400 people in the last year, if you can believe it.
Wow. So that's tomorrow night, right?
Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., and all are welcome. It's the Lutherans and the Catholics and the Jews, and we have some non-denominational members of our society all coming together to say the people who die on the streets are still children of God, and they deserve a death, a memorial that gives them dignity and shows them love. So we're honored to do that, and we welcome the whole community to join us for that service.
All right, fantastic. And one quick thing, New Year's Eve, you're having a kids celebration, so let's just outline that super quick.
Oh gosh, we've got programs for the kids 4 years old through 4th grade. There's going to be snacks and games and prizes and entertainment. Your kids are going to be kept active. We have grandkids in the village. We have neighbor kids, and they can invite their friends. So as many of you as know kids, invite them to Lutheran Church of the Cross on New Year's Eve from 6 to 9 p.m.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Always
Happy
a
holidays.
pleasure.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you.
And also with you.
All right. If you want more information about anything that we discussed, you can always go to their website or you can call the number that's on your screen. We'll be right back.